Hello and welcome everybody, I'm DBFig and this is part 2 of Long Live the Queen. Things aren't going very well for our princess, which is kind of to be expected. This game is rough. So, let's find out what I need to do for this weekend. What is my current mood? Holy crap, I am super yielding. I am almost super depressed. I am pissed off and I'm lonely. That is not a good time for our princess. Holy crap. Let's see. How do I make my princess better? Well, here's the thing. This stats don't really dictate, how put it this way. Even though it says depressed and yielding and lonely, it's not truly negative things. It's just kind of organizing my overall training meters. So I get certain bonuses if I am depressed or yielding or lonely or afraid. So it's kind of weird how that works. So let's visit Juliana. Do you have it? You do have it, don't you? The crystal? Of course. Everything's ready for you. Right. Did you really have to kill the guards? If you regret their sacrifice, then do not let it go to waste. It's too late to turn back now. I have to do my best I can for my people. What do I do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands. Press it against your chest, over your heart, and say, "Illuminate!" Okay. Here we go. Illuminate! Yo, we're going full Sailor Moon here. We've gone full Sailor Moon. You feel dizzy, and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. The priestess here is a friend of mine. I will come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. I should feel happy, I guess. I'm a lumen now. I just hope I did the right thing. Okay. So, she gets bonuses to her royal demeanor, history, and faith, and penalty to weapons and lumen. So, at least for right now, royal demeanor. Let's show some presence and faith. Deviation, lore. Was the other one history? Royal demeanor, history. All right. Let's go from some history and some foreign affairs. At least my foreign affairs is higher. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elath, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise. He was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elephant Down, it falls to the crown to make the decisions. Young Lord Adar will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Arise, the Duchess of Lilov, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. Not to mention that she is closely related to the Duchess of Mead and the Duke of Kigal. She can control almost the entire eastern half of Nova. People already call her Nova's other queen. I don't know anything really bad about her though. The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar. Or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar suggested another possibility. You and Adair are both young, not too far apart in age. He requests that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. So, I could either leave him with a woman, which I think is the worst choice. I could send him to his grandfather, which I think is a solid choice. Marry him. The problem, I mean, that's tricky. Because if he's the next up for the crown, right? You could secure the East by marrying him. But in those 2 years before everything happens, it could be very tricky for the young man, and someone might be out to get him. You know what I mean? So you might be putting a bigger target on this kid's back if you agree to marry him. And send him your uncle feels like the cop-out choice. You know what I mean? It might cause issues. So I think the safest option here is send him to his grandfather. The Earl Ishtar is the closest blood relation that Adar has. He should be regent, as you wish. Hopefully that doesn't cause any more issues, because we don't know anything about the grandfather. But you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Yielding, depressed, visit the treasury. See, everything is like yielding and afraid. Everything points me down. I want to be more willful and cheerful. +2 willful and lonely. The problem is, and I know this from when I played years ago, the sneak out option is actually a little dangerous, because if you sneak out, there's a chance that people could get you. So that's the bad part of sneak out. So I want to be more willful, but it doesn't really give really good options. I swear it doesn't. So screw it. We're sneaking out. You sneak out the castle. What are my bonuses? Expression, animal handling. Mood. Classes. Lumen, I don't think I have a negative. Mystical. Faith, lore. So I got a little bit of a bonus with Lumen now. So skills. Lumen, wield magic. And Lumen resist magic. I'm going to go all Lumen right now. There is a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage, which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries. You can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. Musicians are often used as secret agents and messengers. They can be useful and dangerous. The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate the skill with the lute. She's actually pretty good. Failed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She failed. When she said, oh, she's actually pretty good, and she failed, which tells me she wasn't very good, and she's probably a spy. So I'm just going to reject her. Thank you, but we're not interested. Have a nice day. What's in the treasury? Oh, My angry and willful one up. Because I can't go in. She's... I love the little faces they give her. She's an angry little princess. Skills. See. Classes. In sense magic. You receive a letter from young Lord Adair. It is an extremely formal letter for such a little boy, thanking you for your wisdom and allowing him to live with his grandfather, who probably dictated every word that he wrote. You also receive an update from your agents. It would seem that the Duchess of Lilla is not pleased about your actions and is putting out feelers amongst the other nobles for support. If she means to rebel against you, that is treason. Unfortunately, she is a long way away in her own power base. Calling her to order may not be easy. Still, the longer you wait, the more dangerous she may become. So, if I send assassins to kill her, that immediately puts red flags. I'm going to send soldiers to arrest her. You give orders to the military company to travel to Lilla and take the Duchess into custody. I might be on my way to a civil war here. Okay, angry and willful. Skills. My royal demeanor is low. My physical is decently high. My intellectual pursuits are the highest. So, military, logistics, and military strategy. You may now tour the barracks on the weekends. Staring at the sky, you notice a strange flash of light. A falling star! Pretty! Time has passed, and there's been no word from the soldiers you sent to arrest the Duchess. Something may have gone wrong. Oh no. Let's go see the barracks. You were impressed by the discipline of the Novan troops, but the responsibility for their lives weighs heavily on your shoulders. There's approximately 8 platoons, 3 companies, and 1 platoon under your direct command. Weapons and military classes. Weapons, sword, and military. Let's do naval strategy. I have unpleasant news to report. Adair, the young lord of Elaf, has been assassinated. What? He was shot with a crossbow while playing in the grounds on his grandfather's estate. How did this happen? Where were the guards? This is not the first time such events have happened within the realm of Ishtar. The Earl of Ishtar's first wife and oldest daughter also died under mysterious circumstances. Then his other daughter married young and died giving birth to Adair. With Adair dead, the only family left here is the second wife and their son Connor, who is 15. Well, I can't blame nobody. The most reliable person is Ishtar. Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times, either he's a traitor or incompetent. He's useless as an earl. Imprison him. Have him arrested under further investigation. Connor can be Earl of Ishtar, as you wish. Then there's a matter of the Duchy of Elath. By blood, the nearest living heir is Tolerus, the Duke of Senda in Talasy. But he's not even Novan. One of his ancestors were. Elaf is a major duchy. We cannot afford to lose control of it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by a toe. If he pops, I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Name and over there. As queen, I have right to pass the lands to a distinct bloodline to a new ruler, like my mother did with Uncle Larat and Merva. Tolerus is only distantly related, and he's foreign. He doesn't count. Who inherit the duchy? There are few noble names of a lot of children, too many to inherit all the existing titles. Aris, the Duchy of Lilith, has 6 children. The oldest 3 have lands already. That's Kevin, the Earl, the Duchess of Mead, and Cameron, the Duchess of Consort. That leaves 3 others that are all a few years older than me. The Duke and Duchess of Kigal have 7 children, including Linnae, who I dance with the ball. And they're all Aris's children through their mother, so either way, it would be their line. A random commoner. A child of crap. I mean, we'll see if I put Lilith in charge. I think Lilia? I think I'll go with Lilia. The Duchess of Lilia has so many children. Let her pick one for Elath. Very well. Let's see. Weapons and military classes. See, I think I need to archery, military, strategy. I have more unpleasant news. Jesus. Soldiers from Talasy have crossed into the border of Elaf and pushing towards the Duchel seat. The Duke of Sedna insists that he's the rightful heir, and the territory belongs to him. Your newly appointed Duke requests additional military support and supplies. Fine, whatever. You also have some letters. Another letter from Bryony. Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwenna's birthday party. That's right. Gwenelle is about to turn 15. She'll be a Duchess of Sunbury real soon. The other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwenelle and I were friends at school, so this will be a big event. But it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. I'm going to send my regrets. I better stay here. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna play with my dolls for a day. Mystical, foreign intelligence, I'm not very good at. And ciphering. So I probably should get my intrigue up. Foreign intelligence, intrigue, internal affairs. All my friends are at the party and I don't get to go. I sent Gwendolyn a letter, but it was her mother, the Countess, who replied. I think she's insulted I didn't consider the event important enough to attend. Well, until I'm queen, she could suck it. Until I'm queen, she could suck it. And 10 court. Let's see. Herbs. Economics. I'm terrible at economics. Accounting. And for Lumen, wield magic. So I'm getting better at wielding magic. County jumped up a good amount. Aris, the Duchess of Little, have declared civil war. What? She apparently feels that you're a weak leader, unfit to be queen, and she has managed to sway several others to her banner. Who's against me? A number of minor earls and the countesses, the Duchess of Mead and the Duke of Kigal. The forces of Elaf are under Aris' control, of course. The Duchess of Sunbury is with Lilith. But Gwendelle's my friend! Sunbury is completely surrounded by rebel duchies. She may not have a choice. The situation in Hellas and Mari is less clear. What forces can she muster, and what are we still holding? We have 3 platoons, 2 companies, and 1 platoon. The naval side, of course, useless in this conflict. By my estimate, Aris can field 4 platoons, 1 company, and 1 platoon. That's not good. When it comes down to strategy, there are ways to increase the number of soldiers you have available. You can offer a pardon various criminals. I'm gonna pardon some criminals. All right, let's do that. Criminals probably already know how to fight. Very well. Forces are in motion. They'll take their time to reach their peak. Yep. Let's go. Weapons and military classes. What is my other skills? My magical skill, this stuff is good. So let's go to military logistics and weapons. Actually, what is my current skills? Where's weapons? I need to up my sword. I have nothing on pole arms. And weapons and sword. The negotiator of the rebels has arrived to speak with you. Surrender now, and I will be lenient. We are not here for our surrender. We are here for yours. You have one chance to avoid needless bloodshed. Agree to marry one of the Duchess of Ray's sons. She will become your regent and guide the domain into stability. You'll be allowed to maintain a figurehead title. Refuse. I am the queen, and I will not give in to threats. Since we cannot come to agreement, we will meet you in the battlefield. Fine. Weapons and military. Yep. Mystical still pretty high. Classes. Lumen. Sense magic. Military. I think strategy is maxed out. I have max on this. Naval strategy is not going to matter much. Weapons is going to be high. Athletics. classes. Athletics, running. It's not much, but it's... Uh-oh. War rages at the Control of Nova. As defending queen, you're required to take personal control of your forces. Your control of magic enhances your claim to divine right of rulership. Battles are won and lost. Fallen soldiers decorate the landscape. The final outcome is victory for your side. Your forces sweep through the rebellious duchies and are met with cheers by the local population. Aris, the ringleader, is executed, and the other rebels forced to pay tribute to keep their holdings. Of course, there's a cost paid in lives. Your medical training helped you preserve the lives of some of your wounded soldiers and their captive foes as well. Total casualties were 1 1/4 battalions on your side and 1/10 of battalions among the rebels. Your stronger position and strategy made you able to win despite your losses. Of course, there are no more rebel soldiers now. There are once more your loyal subjects. Nice. Nice. So, with that out of the way, we're just going to stop at this part. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you hit the like button and let me know in the comments. We won a war. We won a civil war. So we got past this bit of crisis. Pretty interesting so far. But again, guys, thanks so much for your support. And thank you for being awesome.